Hello, team. How's everybody doing? This is Castro here at YS Stocks. Um, Hope you guys are doing fine. Just want to go over a few things that I'm seeing in the market really for today, really this week, right? So we noticed that the market is really bearish today. Let's see. So we noticed that the market is bearish today. Right now we're in finviz.com and we'll see everything here on red. We can look at the heat map here. For the most part, everything has been, selling off, right? Every sector, technology, consumer, cyclical, communication services, healthcare, financial, so on and so forth, right? We have a few securities that are actually up, but for the most part, over 90% of the market is down. And this is really in due, as the headline news here, is because of the Delta variant, right? It's really rattling investors as far as how the economy is actually going to open up and recover, right? And so the Delta variant of the coronavirus has really had people skittish as far as where exactly they're going to place their money. So that's why you see a lot of things selling off here at the market. So I always tell my folks a few things. When you see something such as this, a huge sell-off on the market, it's a good buying opportunity. But you always want to buy things on sale. So things are at 3% off right now, 2% off, right? If anything, this would be buying things on clearance, right? So highly recommend, as I would say, I highly will recommend, and I already purchased a few things, even though, a lot of my portfolio is down. I'm buying a few things, and such as my dividend stocks, right? And we know what those are that we've been trying to invest in for quite some time now, and even some growth stocks that you've been eyeing on for a while, but they've been a little bit too pricey. And the secondly, I would say this would be a good opportunity for you to set conditions for the next trade, right? If you haven't purchased puts yet on the market or some stocks, you can also be setting up, right, into actually buying calls on the market, because we know that this is gonna take another turn for the upside, right? So what I wanted to show you guys was on TradingView is that. And I've shared this with my community members multiple times. If you guys on here, you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is the weekly chart for SPY right here. And I always say, always buy into weakness, right? And if we explore this ETF here, we'll notice a few things. So we'll go over this. For the last 3 weeks, right, SPY has been on a tear, right? Been tearing it up, right? Establishing new highs, new support, and new resistance areas. Here, you notice that it established a support area here. Right, it's established a support area here for, I want to say, $416. Right, it went all the way up, boom. Right, came down a little bit. Right, it hovered, consolidated around this area until it broke out. Right, so that was like 416. That's a few months ago. This is around April time frame. Right, so SPY has been going up ever since, right? Once they broke this resistance areas, it became support, right? And each one of these candlesticks represents a week, right? So it broke the resistance areas for 416, 417, establishing a new, right, a new high and also a new resistance area, which is over here. We can see right there, boom, right here. You're gonna color this one. Let's color code this one purple. So it's been making new highs, right? Week after week, boom, here. Right, consolidated, broke out, established a new resistance, new high, came down, bounced back a little bit, boom, came back up, right? Hit support here, try to break through this resistance area here, didn't have enough strength, then eventually broke off, came down, right? Then eventually broke out of it, boom, here. And this is what we've been trading here the last few weeks, where we've been seeing SPY trading around this area, 430s, upper 430s, right? This is our resistance area here, right? New high. And what you're seeing is that, right now, Monday, right? This is a key level of resistance right here. I mean, support, key level support here. So we're just watching SPY, see what it does at this area here, which is $423, $424. Being that it was resistance before, and then it became support. So it fell all the way from 435 to like 11 bucks right now. From last week, fell from it closed out at 431. Right now it's trading at 423.79, right? Key level of support. So we're going to watch it just for today. I truly think that if it holds this support area for the next 24 to 48 hours, we're going to see it bounce right up there for try to retest this resistance area here in the next week or so, next 2 weeks or so, for the upside, right? Again, key level support, we can just watch it here. Right? And if we go down to the daily chart, this is the weekly chart, you see something very similar, right? Turn that off, right? And I just drew these areas here on the weekly chart. See that? Each one of these candlesticks representing a date now. Should be able to see my screen, right? I just drew these earlier, right? On a weekly chart. See? That consolidation here, boom, right? Point here is that this is a key level again, like I mentioned, 423, 424 is a very key level for a possible reversal for the upside. Again, and the market is down, like I mentioned before, is because the fear of the Delta variant of the COVID-19 coronavirus, right? COVID-19, coronavirus 19. Yes, hence why you're seeing this big sell-off in the market right now. And but I promise you, this is going to bounce back, right? And we see it over and over again. We see that SPY, for example, always, for the most part, kissing and touching, or even breaking a 50-day moving average, which is this blue line here, and then coming up for the upside. Look at this, boom, going higher, right? Time and time again, we see it over and over again, right? All right, it touches the 50-day moving average, then goes to the upside. Touches the 50-day moving average, goes higher, right? Consistently, it's been doing that for a while, right? Here being the 50-day moving average, this blue line, right? 50-day moving average going to new highs. It consistently does this. Here, all right? It touched here, went up, all right? See, it went up here, right? The point is, though, if you purchase in weakness here and you hold for a week, at least 2 weeks, this will be giving you a good buying opportunity, good trade to get into, and today being a good buying opportunity, right? Right, that bounce off that 50-day moving average, waiting, of course, for the dust to settle. Try to see what kind of candlestick we form here. I like to wait for the next day, right? So if it bounces off the 50, it will let me know about how well it performs on a next day candlestick, and that's when I will try to get in. Right? Sometimes I get in a little bit early, get antsy or whatnot, but we're gonna try to wait for the next day, see what kind of candlestick pattern it closes in. This one looks like it wants to close in a hammer, or even maybe a spinning top. Maybe more looking like more of a hammer right now, but we'll see what happens. But this is a really good trade to get into after, again, we watch what it does and see what the market does, right? For a quick reversal for the upside, as we've seen so many different times, again, bouncing off that 50-day moving average, the blue line, going up, 50 going up, right? Over and over again, right? But this market here, if you're not buying puts, if you're trading against the market, you don't have a winning hand, right? So we can take another look at SPY from this angle here again. I just showed you this. I just show you this on TradingView, utilizing that 50-day moving average, the 50-day moving average here being the orange. 50-day moving average to buy a weakness. Boom, right? Using that 50-day moving average to buy a weakness, right? That's just one little strategy, right? It seems it had worked for me a lot, right? 50-day moving average here. That quick bounce here, boom, right? Boom. Not sure what it's gonna do here, but just watching it, right? For the next few days. For a quick little bounce to retest that resistance 437 is at 52-week high. If we re-examine each and every one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it takes about 5 days, right, for it to break that resistance area again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5 days, right? That's usually the average. So buying for like 2 weeks would be ideal for this, right? That's what I would say. At least 2 days. But we see here that, and I show you guys this in TradingView, is that SPY has support right here at this level. All right. See, it has support right there at that level. Went down. It tested that support level so many different times, right? Tested it again over here until it finally broke out, right? So this is a very strong key support level here. If it breaks this level or the 50-day moving average, it's going to have more downside, possibly right here, 411. Yeah, 411. I don't see it hitting 411 though. 412 sometime right there, or even 415, 412. All right. I think it's gonna consolidate here for a little while. Yeah, I think it's gonna consolidate here for a while, and possibly, if it consolidates, it's gonna bounce back. Right. Yeah. Looking at that 30-minute chart. Look at that RSI. Yep. I think it's gonna consolidate here for a few days. Hover through over that key support level. It's gonna hover at that key support level here, and in the next week or so, it's gonna test that 52-week high, which is 437.92. That's just my prediction, right? Let me know what you think. Again, the market is bearish right now, right? Buy your favorite dividend stock, growth stocks would be a good time right now, even though you know you're bleeding as well, right? Put pressure on that wound, stay there, stay in the trade, and buy some of your favorite stocks that are currently on sale right now. EVGO, right? Down negative 5.27%. It's not a good time for you to be, try to actually buy calls. Not a good idea right here. this is a good opportunity for you to get smart, set conditions for the next trade and a future trade. All right. Hopefully this was helpful. Again, this is Castro here, YS Stocks. Hope this video was informative, and let us know what you think. Okay. See you guys at the finish line. All right. Always practice logical emotions. Peace.